What is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? So we're almost through a quarter way of the 2022 NBA season, and I do my rankings before each season starts, and I'm going to be updating them today. We're going to be giving you guys my first in-season 2022 rankings. Hope everybody is having a great day. Remember, this is just my opinion. I have set it up into 6 different tiers. Top tier being finals contenders. I think that they could win it all, go to the finals. The tier down is could make the conference finals, like they could make a run like an Atlanta Hawks from last year, but I don't think that they would end up in the finals. 100% making the playoffs, a team like the Dallas Mavericks, I would say, maybe from like last year, I'm just using as reference, they would be like in that tier. Play-in tournament team, pretty self-explanatory. I think they would finish between the 7th or the 10th seed. Could maybe make the play-in tournament. Like, they have a shot. I wouldn't bet on it, but there's a chance. And then we just have flat out just 100% not making the playoffs. No shot. I would bet my house, my mortgage, I even know I don't have one, my whole bank account that they wouldn't make the playoffs. You know, like being very confident about it. And yeah, like I said, this is just my opinion. I'm sorry if you don't agree with me. So we can hop right into this. The first team that comes up is the Milwaukee Bucks. I mean, reigning NBA champions. They dealt with some injuries this year to Drew Holiday. Chris Middleton had COVID. He's coming back, I think maybe tonight at the moment I'm recording this on the 18th, or he did already. I don't know. He's coming back very soon. So I'm going to put them still in finals contenders, reigning NBA champions. I mean, that one was pretty easy. The Nets, as long as they have KD and Harden, they're still going to be there now. They're 11-5. They started off a little bit slower just because Harden was getting, I guess, adjusted to the new rules. We have no idea what's going on with Kyrie Irving. I think they're waiting to see what the new New York City mayor, Eric Adams, regulates in, I think, January in the new year to see if he could play this year. If not, maybe he gets traded. I don't know. But either way, I think the Nets are still finals contenders. Kyrie or not, I would still probably take them over any team in the Eastern Conference. I mean, we'll get to some other teams that I think could compete. I think the Knicks, I mean, you asked me after 3 games, and when I made the video about the Knicks are back, I would put them, like, here, probably. But I think they're a playing tournament team. I think they'll finish up between the 7th or the 10th seed. Right now, they're the 7th seed, and they just lost to Orlando last night on the 17th. They do have a positive point differential, or a positive rating, differential, and they're in the top 15 in that. So I think that they're going to make the playing tournament. I don't think I would drop them there. They got to figure some ththings out with, like, I don't know, their identity with Kemba and Fournier and their bench as well. So Toronto is a team that has been playing kind of well on the road. 5-2 on the road, 3-2 at home. At the moment, they're 7-8, or excuse me, 2-6 at home. So yeah, they're a lot better of a road team. I mean, they didn't really play a lot at home last year. I think they could make the play-in tournament team right now. They're the 10th seed, but like you have Milwaukee, that's the 11th at the moment. I'm recording this at 5/18 on November 18th. So like they could definitely, I wouldn't guarantee they make the play-in tournament because I think teams like behind them right now, Hawks, Indiana, and Milwaukee could finish ahead of them. And then we'll see if like Charlotte and Cleveland and New York can keep it up. Utah, I think they can make the finals, conference finals. I still won't put them in the NBA finals contenders yet, but they're a good regular season team. 9-5 at the moment, but I think they play better a little bit than their record. 8.8 rating differential. That's second in the NBA, and obviously we know that they're great in the regular season. But I would like to see them from past seasons, do something. And they lost to the Clippers last year, who didn't have Kawhi Leonard. I mean, they had injuries of their own, but still, I think that's a good placement for them. Rockets, man, in the beginning of the year, I thought the Rockets could have been a sneaky play-in tournament team. Sneaky. They're 1-14. Oh my God, wait. I didn't realize how bad they are. I knew the Pelicans were 2-14 and they were bad, but the Rockets are 1-14. I thought they were going to be somewhat respectable this year. They have a negative 11 rating differential. That is terrible. I mean, yeah, they're the first team that's 100% not making the playoffs at all. I would bet $1 million and not doing it. Take out a loan. Pelicans, I mean, there's a chance Zion comes back and they just play. They play better. They go on a run. I mean, like, technically, they're only 5 games out of a play-in tournament spot, but I'm going to put 100% not making the playoffs. I don't think. You're 2-14 in a tough Western Conference. I mean, I don't think OKC is going to end up in a 7-10 spot. They might, but I think, like, Minnesota, Sacramento, they're probably going to steal that last spot over them. So, yeah, I mean, another wasted year. I could see David Griffin getting fired at the end of the year unless Zion comes back. I mean, like, obviously you're adding arguably your best player up there with Brandon Ingram to your team. You could definitely go on a run and play 500 ball, but then play 500 ball, you're still many games under 500. So I don't know. I don't really think the Pelicans do have a good shot at making the playoffs. So the Lakers have been off to a weird start. Obviously, they haven't been really clicking too well. LeBron's been out. They have a negative rating differential, but I still have them in finals contenders. They have LeBron James. When you have LeBron James and you're going to be in the playoffs, you're a finals contender. Have Russell Westbrook, have Anthony Davis. You're getting THT back, or he just came back. Melo's playing well. And then we'll see what happens like when Austin Reeves comes back. I mean, they've had a bunch of injuries to start out the year. Makes sense. They're an older team. So I think they're finals contenders. I don't know if anybody else is going to be joining them. We will see. I think we might have some team that might join them. So next up, we have the Chicago Bulls. Honestly, okay, the Bulls, they were a playoff team in my eyes going into the season, right? And I was like, there was the Knicks, the Bulls, and the Celtics. And I was the one that said, I don't think the Celtics are going to make it out of those three. And people hated on me. And, I mean, the Celtics haven't been off to the greatest start in the world because Tatum hasn't been all that. But, yeah, Chicago, what they've been doing has been incredible. They're 10-5. DeMar DeRozan is playing like an MVP candidate. I think it can go one of two tiers. I think they could make the conference finals, definitely, or they're 100% making the playoffs. But I honestly think they're a team that could be like the Atlanta Hawks of last year, be around the 5 seed, 4 seed, and could make a run to the conference finals. Minnesota, they're a team that could maybe make the play-in tournament. I wouldn't say it's a definite. I mean, if the season ended today, which it's not, they would be out of it. They're 5-9 at the moment. But I mean, you're getting a lot out of Ant and Cap, but who's going to step up? Malik Beasley not having a good start to the year. D'Lo, you can't really rely on. McDaniels hasn't been maybe taking that jump that people wanted. So I think they could make the play-in, but I would be a little bit, skeptical about it. So Portland, I think they're going to be a play-in tournament team. They pissed me off. They didn't do anything in the offseason. I mean, I've ranted about them enough. Lillard, I mean, they're 8-8, and Lillard hasn't really hit his Dame's stride yet. McCollum's been good this year, and I think they could be a play-in tournament team 100%. 7-10 seed, yeah, I think that's a given. Denver, I think they're 100% making the playoffs. I don't think that they're going to be in the play-in tournament. I mean, they're going to get Murray back eventually. We'll see how long Porter Jr. is out. But they have one of the best players in the NBA, Nikola Jokic, the reigning MVP. I'm going to rely on them. I'm going to trust them. You're getting good play to Will Barton this year, and I think they're a team that will make the playoffs 100%. And even if they ended up as the 7th seed, I would bet on them to win the play-in tournament with ease. Thunder are an interesting one because you asked me in the beginning of the year, they're going right here. I mean, I guess I got to give them, could maybe make the play-in. They're playing tough. Shea's been great this year. They're getting a lot of their young core. I think Giddey's been a little bit better than I thought he would be in his rookie year, which is very impressive. And yeah, you know what? If I'm going to put the Timberwolves there, could maybe make the play-in, I got to put the Thunder. I wouldn't, if they make the play-in, I would not bet them to make the playoffs, but maybe they get the 10th seed. Who knows? Memphis probably playing tournament at this moment. They are 7-7. They've been a little bit inconsistent this season. They do have not a great rating differential, which is a little bit wary of that. I mean, the Thunder, I think, are playing a little bit worse than their record are. I mean, they would be the team that I would drop there, but I don't know. Memphis, I just kind of have their team statistics up here. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Thunder are playing a little bit better, and maybe the Grizzlies are playing. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, probably playing tournament team. I'm just really deciding, do I want the Thunder going in here or here? We'll go back to that. Dallas, do I think Dallas is going to make the playoffs 100% or be a playing tournament team? I mean, their offense has been bad this year. I mean, not what it's been in previous years. Their offensive rating, they're ranked 19th. Shout out to Jason Kidd, am I right? Negative rating differential. KP did have a nice game the other night, so I won't trash him. Jalen Brunson's been good this year. Luka's kind of hurt. Do I think that they're going to be a playing tournament team or they're going to 100% make the playoffs? I will say they're 100% going to make the playoffs, but if I have to drop a team, they're probably going to be the first team that I'm going to drop. Spurs, I'm not going to bet on them making the playoffs. I think they're 100% not going to make it. Yeah, I just don't see them being better than Sacramento, Minnesota at the end of the year. Phoenix could make the... I mean, they're on a 10-game winning streak. Yeah, I think they could make the finals. I mean, the West could be wide open. The Pacers, I think they're going to end up making the play-in tournament, 10 seed or not. I think they're going to make it in. I mean, it's going to be tough. They might not make it. Might have to drop them. We'll see. Clippers, I think they're going to be in the play-in tournament. Yeah, I don't think they're going to make the top 6, but I think PG and their Reggie Jackson, Bledsoe, they've been good this year. Or better than maybe people have thought. Okay, so this is the tricky one. Golden State. They're 12-2. They have the best record in the NBA, and they don't even have Klay Thompson or James Wiseman. I got to put them in finals contenders. I do. But that means I have 3 Western Conference teams. So if I have to drop a team, it's probably going to be the Suns, and they'd go here. So we'll see if I'm going to drop them. Detroit, yeah, not making the playoffs. I'm sorry, 4-10 at the moment. I mean, we can add another team I know that's definitely not making it, and that is the Orlando Magic. So Cleveland, team that is 9-7, but is going to be without Evan Mobley for the next 2 to 4 weeks. I think. 3 to 5, 2 to 4. Sexton's out indefinitely. They've had COVID issues with Markkanen. I don't know. They're a team that has hit a lot of injuries this year. I think they could be a play-in tournament team, but I think they're going to fall off a little bit. So I'm going to go back to them. Sacramento could maybe make the play-in. Yeah, I think they're going to be teetering there the whole year. Celtics probably play-in tournament. Sixers, I honestly think that Sixers are going to be man, this is tough. Charlotte, Atlanta. Okay, these are tough, these Eastern Conference teams. Washington, I mean, they're off to a good start, 10-4, 1 seed in the East. But do I give them? They've been good. 100%? Maybe? Is that a little too high? Miami, I think, could make the conference finals. They could also be finals contenders if I want to do 3-3. Yeah, why not? Let's get some parity in there. 3 Eastern Conference, 3 Western Conference teams. Cleveland, this is tough. So Atlanta, I'm saying playing. I'm not saying 100% because they have not been off to a good start at all this year. And I knew that we could see some regression from them. Like Charlotte, Philly, I think Cleveland's going to fall off a little bit. I mean, I like Cleveland a lot, but I think them and Toronto are going to be teetering with the play-in tournament probably the whole year, especially with their injuries. I'm probably going to put the Pacers down here as well. And then I think I got to jump up a Eastern team. I think I'm going to put the Sixers in there. Yeah, I think I trust them beat over Trae Young. And this is what I'm going to go into. I mean, play-in tournament, I got to have 4 from each conference. So we have 4 Eastern, 3 Western. I might actually have to jump up a Western Conference team. Yes, I do. So I'm going to say out of the Timberwolves, Thunder, or Kings, who do I think would take that last spot? I'm going to say, I think I'm going to ride with Sacramento. Yeah, I'm going to put them in there. So we have 4 Eastern Conference teams and then 4 Western Conference teams that I think are going to make the play-in tournament. We have 2 East, 2 West there, 1 East, 1 West that I think could make a run. I mean, Denver could make it to the conference finals, so I'm going to drop them up there. I don't really see these 3 teams making it to the conference finals. These could be the finals contenders. All right, I think I'm going to ride with this. Let me know what you guys think down below. Am I being too harsh on Indiana or Cleveland? Am I being too nice to maybe New York, Charlotte, Atlanta? I don't know. Let me know down below. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. Drop a like if you did. Catch you on the next one. Peace.